Alrighty. Muda. I wonder why my compressor isn't working. Oh well. Just gonna play a little bit of this. Reminds me. Oh, I need to check my audio real quick. It looked like the game audio was too loud. So testing or God damn it. Not what I wanted to do. Testing, 1, 2, 3. My audio needs bumped up. Alright. So my audio, yeah, like my compressor ain't working. Or my compressor settings, shall we say. So here we are. That should be better. Yeah. All right. So let's do this.
I'm just a scout. I still have the spyglass here. Please take it to my lieutenant.
And you will get to see my crazy ass build. That you'll notice I can't kill these guys normally. See all the damage I'm doing? I can't touch them unless I press the right trigger. Then they die immediately. The way this build works is I mark them and I press the right trigger and everything that's on my character immediately procs. And they take an absurd amount of damage. Give an idea. Yeah, it's all Ulianas. Exploding palms on death explosion applies exploding palm. Right? 7-sided strike performs an additional 7. Right? It slows them down. Each hit with a 7-sided strike grants 3.1% damage reduction. Alright. Exploding palms on death explosion damage is increased by 300%. I don't know how to... Oh, there we go. Exploding palm by 9,000%. Yeah, so it's all 9,000%. Right? I forget what I got. It reduces cooldown. So exploding palm just destroys everything, right? Mythic rhythm passive. I forget what I have that basically completes. The 7-sided strike performs an additional 7 strikes. Okay. That's not it. That's not it. That's damage reduction. Okay, so basically you take like the 9,000% and then you times that by 300%, I think, is how this is going. I forget how this thing works. I was helped out by like a Diablo expert, and they helped me make this build. I mean, I can kill them slowly, but that's not the point. You notice I go from like doing millions to billions. That's this build.
What are you doing so far from the others?
All of my lads are dead. And I mean to see these bastards suffer for what they've done. Are you with me? Here they are! Charge!
I forget what difficulty I'm playing on. Ah, yes, there we go. Ah, that's so satisfying. Yeah, like everything just dies. Including bosses. I can usually one-shot most bosses. And the way the build is also set up, as long as I'm hitting, I'm gaining health and nullifying most of the damage. So it's like... And I can hit a lot. Then it also procs and goes into like a Muda Muda mode. And everything that I touch eventually touches other enemies and then gives them a mark. And everything that has a mark procs when I use my 7-sided attack, like the 7 kicks.
Is this my blood? I can't breathe.
Another warrior gone. I need healing.
Oh god. Yeah, so yeah, this is a... What difficulty am I playing on? I'm playing on Torment 12. It does go a little higher. I can... With this build, I can survive Torment 13. But I don't beat them quick enough for it to be sustainable. It's basically a T13 build. It needs some refinement and some better gems and whatnot in order to truly survive a 13. It's not like a perfected T13 build. It's close though. I just didn't. I kind of stopped putting in the time for it.
Is over.
Yeah, and the X button basically just makes me dodge more, so I take no hits. Yeah, as you can see, it's like I can't kill them otherwise. When you get up into like the Torment, like 12s and 13s, you have to rely on gimmicks. Siege Breaker. Watch this.
The beast is slain.
I salute you, my friend.
Yeah, bosses just like instantly melt.
Feel the wrath of Yitar.
Imagine like how fast I can level up a character. I mean, if I even don't use the kit, or if I don't use the mark, that still does a lot of damage. Right? And that is timed by like 9,000%.
That ability is not yet recharged.
Notice I'm hammering on the X button.
It is not ready yet.
Oh, this is gonna be fun. Let me warp around. Get some of you. 3, 2, 1. Boom.
You are defeated.
I love that. Ah, that is so fun. Every time I press the right trigger, that's why it's on the right trigger. It just feels so satisfying. Basically, right trigger to kill. Boom. I love it. I'm not getting any experience from this. Yeah, that voice line gets annoying.
I need to go back.
Oh yeah, that's just because it's new. How do I show? Yeah. I mean, obviously. Okay, I forgot how to sell shit. You? Let's not do that, just in case. I'll just do this manually, just in case. Okie dokie. Oh, wrong button. Dodge, dude. Get back here, you bastard.
Your intent.
There you go.
Flaws are revealed.
Think you can survive me?
The gods strike through me.
You know what's cool about this game? No microtransactions.
Our opponents may be strong, but I will not stand down.
Your flaws are revealed.
Like, not even cosmetics. explosions will wreck me. Like, I'm pretty much invincible otherwise. You will see my health dip down very quickly every now and then, but it goes back. It's the equivalent of a 55 monk from Guild Wars. Anyone remember that? Bring your health down to 55, and you can't take any more than 5, or like, what was it, like 10% damage, which means that you can't take any more than 5 damage, and if you have all your buffs on, you are always healing over 5 damage. So you are effectively invincible unless you like missed a skill or something got blocked, and then you were boned immediately. You were the most powerful character in the game unless you forget to click something. Then you just like poof, essentially. God damn it. I keep wanting to press B to...
It cannot be done. What you ask is impossible.
I guess I went backwards.
I will not do that. Rethink your intent.
There we go. I guess I got turned around. Yeah, I got very turned around. I don't know where I am.
What you ask is impossible.
Okay.
I am returning to town.
What? Yeah, those need to be on. Yeah, like pretty much every single thing I have is like green or legendary. And the thing with this kind of build is everything you do has to be intentional. You can't just come
I
across
will
this
not
build.
do
You
that.
have to intentionally make it this way. Especially with the legendary gems that are in it. Which... And you can see, like, the things I had to re-roll. Like the crit damage. Everything's crit damage, pretty much. Increased crit damage and crit damage, crit damage. Let's see. Reduces cooldown of all skills. Three sockets, but I don't know what the sockets are doing. Yeah, it's a very complicated little build. Well, I wouldn't say complicated, but it's... It took me a bit to kind of figure out, like, there's certain, like, stats you need to hit. Right? And even if you do all the crit damage and re-roll and do all that, the build still isn't, like, correct.
A vicious strike.
Like, you need to hit, like, a certain thing.
Your strength fails.
Yeah, I also have, like, a money-making build that's based on Summoner. Where I have, like, 10 friggin... Oh, look, it's a boss. Oh, it's gone. Another boss.
Feel
Oh,
the
it's gone.
wrath of Utar.
And it's gone.
I need to go back.
I can't remember why I have those on me. Junk, junk, junk. If it's not legendary or green, it's junk. I believe these are like another build I was working for. GD back. I don't understand what that means. Okay, this one is weird. I don't think that really does anything. Now, the thing with this build is it's like in his thing that this is basically if I don't want to play the game build. You know what I mean? The thing with this build is you have as many summons as possible, alright? And the whole point is that everything you do like everything that you do gives your summons a reason to do more damage, right? The summons crit have a higher crit chance if an enemy has a status effect on them. Everything I do causes a status effect, which means the summons get crits and boosts, and then those crit and boosts cause status effects that does even more damage. It stacks. Oh, that's another one. Oh, hey, I got a green. So this is basically like I just don't want to do anything. It's like if I just want to be lazy, I could use this build.
Rethink your intent.
It's a speed run build, pretty much, because you can just walk forward and kill everything. What the hell is this? I guess that was a boss. I don't know. Who knows? Is that a boss? Guess we will never know.
I will not do that.
Just sworn there was a boss there a second ago. Oh well. Balance. What's this green did I get, huh? Is it another focus? A litany? Can't remember if that's good or not. Ooh, an Oleana. We have a blight damage. I will save that. I can't remember. I can't remember what does what.
I am returning to town.
Tried the adventuring life, didn't care for it. Too much pain, not enough profit.
Oh, okay, yeah. This is my Gold Digger set. So that's Gold Digger backup. In case I... Okay. That's what that is. Yeah, so this is my Gold Digger set. Which means I got the Avarice rings on or something. I got something. Yes, no, maybe. No, because that's restraint and focus. Why do I have this set as Gold Digger? Oh, okay, yeah. I have like plus 33% gold from monsters, gold from monsters. Okay, yeah. So I rolled, yeah, gold from monsters. Okay, yeah. Yeah, okay, yeah. So I rolled to have a lot of gold from monsters.
It cannot be done.
Yeah, and this one's kind of right trigger to win as well. Because when I hit the right trigger, it causes them to be pulled toward me, which inflicts a condition on them. And because they have a condition on them, my summons like crit like mad and do a shit ton of damage. Fucking explosion.
This fight is over.
Yeah, this is if I just want a lot of gold for no reason. But it's kind of useless at this point in the game. Gold's useless.
What you ask is impossible.
Leave me. It is too late. Take this. I have no use for it anymore.
I have no use for it either. You just keep it. Your weapon sucks. Just leave it on the ground. Someone else might need it.
Rethink your intent. The storm breaks.
They've been circling for hours.
Okay. Take on the whole fucking army. Yeah, this is usually where you know, I would run like tier
I will
12 or
not do
13
that.
levels with people. Both my builds have their pluses and minuses. The thing with this build is I am damage capped against on tier 13. Like the Uliana is basically uncapped so long as you can keep raising its crit. And it becomes pretty much one shot any boss in the game at certain points.
It cannot be done.
We'll rip these brutes to shreds.
And the thing with getting all these gems is you have to combine gems in order to level the gems up, which is what you have to pay for in Diablo Immortal. So you see all these gems I'm getting? You have to combine multiple legendary gems. Like that's how I got this crazy shit here. For instance, in order to get a legendary gem, you have to have like maybe like 100 regular ones, and you keep mashing them up toward the end. So it could take, you know, several hundred
What you
regular
ask is
ones, or
impossible.
just a two legendary, the ones like right under, to make like the one legendary or something like that. I can't remember exactly what it is, but
It cannot be done.
you just keep gathering these gems and working your way up by just keep mashing them together until you eventually get to the legendaries that you want. And it's a pretty rewarding process on Diablo 3. In Diablo Immortal, it seems like
What you ask is impossible.
it seems like the only way to get those good God. What
I'm
is all this?
carrying too much.
Shit. Are they vanishing? I think the gems have vanished. That or I picked them up. Gold from monsters. I'm sure I'm picking up something that people are like, oh my god, you got that? It's like, it's been so long since I played this, like, you really have to look at the stats, like, and you really need to play a lot of this game. Okay, yeah, there's a topaz.
I will not do that.
I store all greens. Store that one. Generally store some neat legendaries. I'll store that. What is this? Gift from... What? Oh, 4. Oh. I don't know why that person on my friends list says North Korea for the win. I don't know. I think he didn't have that before, but yeah. Yes, he ranked 64. Until that's the one I put a lot of time in. Wait, that was... I don't know why I had that in my thing, but okay.
Thank you for coming here.
I forgot how to use this.
You really should think there are just too many demons out there. Could you do something about that?
I believe my thing will proc. I'm not sure. Unless this one isn't built for it. This one might not be built for it. I forget what causes that. I guess something that procs. See that? See how the damage changes wildly? This build is so weird. It's based on like the convention of elements, like which element it is, on top of all the other random bullshit. Well, it's not random, it's actually on purpose. Which means that if I just like sit here,
What skill should I...
see my like 771k, 107 million, and 4,000 or 44. Yep. Was that 4 million? Well, no, 4433k, I guess. I start attacking. This should change. There it goes. Okay, well, went from yeah, it basically doubled. It's a weird thing, man. There's all my Paragon points. I'm level 827. I mean, this alone would destroy anything pretty much under tier 10, I think. Like, basic enemies are just one hit death, of course, for like, you know, normal difficulty. I think it's like 1.5 million damage per second, something like that. 107 million defense. Because everything's in fucking dex. The whole point is that I don't take over a certain amount of damage per hit, and I pretty much evade everything else. And when I attack, I gain a lot of health back, and they get damaged when they attack me, because that crits. And when all that's going on, let's see. Yeah, crit, dexterity, life after each kill, critical hit chance. What's all this here? This would be better. Yeah, so 9,620% damage increased by dexterity. Plus 536%. See, I have 883,000 life. And I recover 8,000 per hit. 4,000 per kill. I gain 25,000 life per second. Yeah, I need 17 billion experience to level. Yeah, like the mantra, it keeps changing your elements every 4 seconds, but that's not the point of it. The point is that it increases your dodge. like the other elements is like whatever. It's supposed to be like a strong thing with the weakness being your elements keep changing. But I don't use elements. It's just for the dodge chance. And basically every time they're trying to hit me, they don't, and if they do, they take damage. And if I do, I think I get a crit bonus or something, and then I do more damage. So it's like the whole thing is spec'd very specifically. Every legendary gem that are on these things is 100% intentional from the ground up to make them. Every reroll, if you see a reroll on every single one of these, pretty much, every single reroll is entirely intentional and required to have been rerolled. All the stats need to be in certain places for this thing to work, is what I'm saying. I mean, this is strong as it is, but when you start getting up into the tier 12, tier 13, that don't work anymore, so you gotta use that. And then I have this skill, which pretty much increases my dodge rate even more, and then also I teleport everywhere. I forget what skill that is. Yeah, instantly dash to targets for 15 seconds. Reducing damage taken. So basically, by another 50%, which means if I'm taking a fuck ton of damage, I pop this. The only thing is, it's like a 15-second cooldown. Or, no, 60-second cooldown. So it's a minute cooldown. It only lasts for 15 seconds. But if I pop it, I'm pretty much invincible for 15 seconds. And then the X button, I gain an additional 20% increase to all elements. And, well, that's not really anything, but the increases my dodge chance by 35%. And then with this, reduces damage by 50% on top of all the other bullshit I got. So if I have this constantly going, right, along with the B button, if I have both of these things going at once, the X and the B, for that 15 seconds, I am, from what I believe, I am either almost or entirely invincible. So yeah, that's just me playing this. Yeah. Oh, I have a lot of characters on here. Why do I have so many characters? Witch Doctor? Yeah, so that's another thing. I need to stream this game because I did buy the thing. Finally. Of having this. Yeah, so that's my character there. My badass monk that is very safe to use on Torment 12. Can do Torment 13. It's a little bit unsafe to do Torment 13, but I can totally do it. I believe the Uliana is a little bit of a glass cannon on 13, but is doable. My summon version can effortlessly do 13. So I think I can go to 14 with that one. But yeah, it does have its limits though. Like once you get to a certain point, it just can't do enough damage. But yeah, I can do tier 13 or act T13, like torment 13, whatever. Thing with my summon build, and I can get someone to pretty much level 70 in like 30 minutes to an hour or something like that. I can't remember. I used to like run people through, just do like a tier 13 whatever, like Nexus portal, I think is what that is. Like I can just run them through that. Like I just literally run through that and they just gain so much experience. Like just run it through that thing like 2 or 3 times and they're done. It's like it's kind of crazy. So yeah, figured I'd do its thing on this, because you know, with Diablo 4 on the horizon and Diablo Immortal being the worst game of all time, figured I'd play a little of this. And I mean that literally, at least Metacritic wise. I think it beat, like it actually got top spot on worst games. So it's like a worst user review game, which yeah. And the reason why people hate it so much is because the game is apparently really good. I know that doesn't make any sense, but the actual gameplay is apparently very satisfying, and the actual game that's there is really good. It's just ruined so bad by microtransactions. Like if the game sucked itself and it had microtransactions on top of it, it probably wouldn't. It would still be rated low, but not as low. The fact that they actually have a Diablo game and they ported it to mobile, which is already the destruction of a franchise, in my opinion. And I'm gonna use a hard word here. A hard but actually description-wise apt for this situation. Raping of a franchise. It is an apt description for it. It's not just a sexual nature. That word has other uses. They essentially raped the franchise. And everything it stood for. It's like basically a violation of something, which we could say that's what that is, for monetary purposes, or something that it didn't really need or want. It was injected upon it forcefully. So yeah. And that's why people hate that Diablo Immortal so much, because the game, it didn't need to be on mobile. It never should have been on mobile. Blizzard should have came out, like when they said, will you ever do a mobile game? If someone, like, if there is, roll back in time and actually had a CEO that gave a damn. If someone was in the audience during a Blizzard con, do they even have a Blizzard cons anymore? Probably not after the last ones. If someone stood up in the audience, asked a question at the end, and be like, will you guys ever do a mobile game? The CEO should have been like, hell the fuck no. we are a PC game company, and we will not stoop to that low with cheer and applause. But nope, they went full greed. Remember when Blizzard used to be cool? Anyone remember that? Like StarCraft 2, or no, the first StarCraft, Diablo 2, the first Diablo 2, not the trash second one that they did, like the Resurrection. Like they fucking censored the hell out of that. With they censored the Amazoness and made her look like. I've seen prettier male elves. All right. So when I say, they made the Amazoness look masculine to an ugly degree, I mean that as double insulting. For one, it was not intentional to be masculine, and two, it was a bad masculine look. You can have big, buff, badass females, right? Masculine bodies, and still look amazing. There are some very nice, muscular women that I've seen. It's like yes, mommy women. Like, you can have a yes, mommy Amazoness, right? That was not that. That was... I don't even know. It was just bad. Like, I've seen dudes that could just cosplay and dress up that look like very pretty women. Not even in like trans or anything like that, just to cosplay, right? Not even orientation wise, just dressing up, look very pretty. And yeah, the Amazoness was it was just a bad design, in my opinion. It's a high elf fantasy. She's supposed to be like sexy, like it's your standard ass, just generic ass, sexy half naked elf female. You can't fuck that up. It's like, I think she was elf, right? Just the sexy half naked bikini wearing female combatant. Easiest thing in the world to get right. Right? It's like been doing it since like the 60s and 70s, I believe. It's like very easy to do, and they somehow fuck that up. So that's why I will not give Diablo 2 the time of day. It's like, oh, if you don't like it, you can play the original. It's like, yep. Yeah, I can. I can buy it on GOG and have a perfectly working version of that game that doesn't have a shitty ass character design. So yeah, that's gonna do it for me. I can rant forever on this. I mean, I can rant on how they pretty much screwed StarCraft 2. I remember StarCraft 2. I bought it and it's like, oh yeah, there's a bunch of cool stuff. And then like a couple years later, I installed StarCraft 2 again. And oh my god. Have you seen what they done with that game? It's like no one talks about it anymore. Have you seen what they done with StarCraft 2? There's like 1,000 cosmetics, quote unquote, and in that game. It's like you can spend thousands and thousands of dollars on stuff in that game now. This is Dead or Alive 6 territory. It is really bad. It's very bad. It's like everything is pumped into that game. It's like like skins and mods and everything has been pumped into it, and it's just become a nightmare to traverse. It's like, just let me play the damn game. I don't care about literally any of this. The original character designs are fine. I don't need anything. I wish there needs to be a button to just turn that off. It's like, no, screw all of that. Take all of it off. Get all the store out of there, and just let me see the game. All right? It was fine. It didn't need to be touched. It was fine. And that's why you don't hear of anyone playing the game anymore. It used to be like the biggest franchise ever, and then esports and all that. And it's also why I won't touch Overwatch at all, because I just want to play Diva, and I just want the cool Diva skins. You can't do either of those things in Overwatch. You can't just play a character because apparently the meta hates that. It's like, no, you have to like switch your characters based on what the other team is doing. Fine, but that's not how I play the game. And it's like, apparently you can literally get reported for doing that. And when I heard that you can get reported for doing that, I was like, I just dropped the game entirely. Gave the game and the install a middle finger, uninstalled it, and haven't touched it in years. So, yeah, I have literally thousands of other games I could play. I got over like 2,000 Steam games. I got a wall, or like 2 bookshelves full of physical games over there. I'm fine with not playing a game. I have literally everything else I could be playing. So it like the game ain't going to be hurt by me leaving, and it doesn't mean anything. So it's like I am perfectly okay with dropping a thing. So that's what I did. I completely dropped it. It's like, nope, I just want to get in and shoot shit for like 10-20 minutes. So for the most time, I just played Team Deathmatch, which you can pick whatever character you want and stay that character. And so that's fine. That actually works. Paladin, same thing. I don't care about the siege mode. I think it's dumb, and it takes like an hour to go through a siege mode thing, and it's like, and if you are losing in the first 10-20 minutes, you will continue to be losing for the rest of the hour. So it is a complete fucking waste of time. So that's why I stopped playing Paladins. I did a lot of Team Deathmatch, but that got old and you couldn't really level that fast, and I was like, fuck it. And it's like, screw that. Yeah, so and then you see Fortnite right here. It's like, why do I like Fortnite? Because you can actually fucking level in this game. I can get to level 200. I can play it just a couple hours a week and get to the end. It's generous in that respect. So as far as the battle pass goes, it's generous. So that's why I keep playing it. And when they get super fucking greedy, I will stop playing it. And if there's a cosmetic, I can just buy the damn thing. I know it has the FOMO 24-hour thing, but if there's a cosmetic there that I like, I can buy it, have it forever. Done. There you go. It's like, that's how it should be. It's like, here's a thing. Do you want it? Here's like $10. Like, there you go. It's like, done. That's how Overwatch should have been. It's like, hey, you want this like Diva skin today? It's like whatever. It's also Fortnite. Every character plays exactly the same. The cosmetics literally don't do anything. So, well, sometimes they do, and when they do, people bitch, and then they remove that, like having that lance made you like apparently quiet when you walk around. Anyway, that is gonna be it for my rants and a little bit of Diablo. I need to make like a Necromancer because I actually bought the expansion. I thought I was buying the Series X version. It's the original Xbox One X version enhanced. Waste of $20 maybe. Well, no, because the thing's like 15 and I got the game digitally, so I don't have to put the disc. Whatever. Thank you guys for watching, and see you guys next time.